Hi there, it's Grammy with a hammer, and I'm coming back at you with recommendations for beginners, beginner DIY, hobbyist, woodworkers. I know you hear, buy your forever tool. Okay, this is not looking for a marriage mate. This is learning how to do a new thing and realizing it's an expensive hobby. So when I started out a couple years ago, actually more than a couple years ago now, probably 3 years ago, it was when COVID started and I was trying to figure out what to do with myself. I have a Lowe's next door. So what I did was I started with a brand I knew about. My grampy had Craftsman. Matter of fact, I have one of my grampy's hand Craftsman, says Sears Craftsman plain on it. I have to figure out how to refresh it and use it, but I have one of those. And yes, I'm sitting in my golf cart. It's my new piece of furniture in my shop. HOA situation. That's another tangent. So anyways, I went with the Craftsman. They're relatively inexpensive. Each piece I have, other than my shop vac, was less than $100. And as I discuss each piece, I will put a screenshot of the price, okay? So the first thing, of course, was an orbital sander. This was, again, under $100. Takes the regular orbital things. Now, I will tell you, don't bother hooking this up to your shop vac thinking you're going to keep the dust down, because you see, as I'm moving it around, I got sawdust coming out. Sawdust comes out of every pore on these orbital sanders. I don't know why they think this is doing anything, but this does come in handy when you use the wood glue and sawdust trick to fill in holes. So you do have that to collect it, but no, honestly, you're going to have a sawdust mess anywhere. It's one of the reasons why I sand out my driveway and out my yard, not in the garage. Also, why I have this wall of blue tarps to try to keep the laundry section of the garage clean. Okay. The next thing I bought, hold on, I gotta grab it, it's over here. Jigsaw. I really recommend a jigsaw for everyone. Because even if you're not gonna be like, oh no, I don't want a circular saw. Oh no, I don't want a miter saw. You can do up to a 2-inch piece of 2x4 with this thing. You can do a lot with it. When I first got it, I just bought a set of assorted Craftsman blades to go with it. It's got the nice clippy. It's not too heavy. It's got the multiple speeds. I recommend starting at 1. Again, under $100. It has a little locking button too, but I never use that because I like to make sure I have control. I'm not a big fan of this part right here, but it works. Has an Allen wrench on it. I think you use that to make this go but I don't go yeah, that's what it does, see? So it's adjustable, but I don't do that. I'm really using this mostly to cut down plywood into smaller pieces and cut up pallets. That's what I mostly use it for. But in the beginning, this gave me so much confidence, to be able to do things and not be that scared, because saws are scary. So anyways, this was my next purchase. Again, under $100. Then I graduated into the big girl tools. I got a brad nailer. This is probably the heaviest. It is heavy. I've noticed more about the weights of tools this year as I've started having more muscular issues. But it's got the sliding. You can put the 18 gauge nails in it. I can do little itty bitty ones up to really big ones. If they do get jammed, this clippy thingy is really easy to do, and you pull them out of there. Be honest, I'm not sure what this button does. But this little crank thingy makes it how high or down. Though I don't know why you would want your brad nails sticking up. I always have them down so they're level. But again, I think this was like $100. So I really like it. My biggest problem is I have a hard time, and it might be because of the weight, because it's a little bit heavy, making sure it's nice, straight, and level and everything. because if you're not, then it goes, and then you have to take little snips and cut it off. Okay. So now for the nitty gritty. The one Craftsman thing I bought that I'm not happy about. That is, hold that thought, I gotta rearrange this a little. Okay, that is the Craftsman shop vac. It's the battery operated one. I thought it would be amazing. And honestly, I don't have, my problem with it is inside, is the filter doohickey. I don't have it on because that foam filter thing, I can't get it to stay on. So I'll be using it and all of a sudden I'll hear this weird noise. That's because that whole thing is popped off. It's a big pain in the butt. So honestly, I don't like using it and I do regret buying it. Again, I think it was under $100, and this is the only thing. And I don't know if it's, I'm not screwing the filter thingy on right, if I just happen to have a bad filter thingy or what. But this is the only thing that I kind of regret buying. The rest of the Craftsman, I bought the battery packs. I bought like 2 batteries for like less than $75, and then the charger was less than $100, and I charge them on my Jackery. So really, I have no problems with them. I've had most of the tools for over 2 years, haven't had a problem with them. So let's see, let's come back over here. Ta-da, ta-da. So I would say for a beginner, if you're worried about what you're doing and having the right equipment, and do I want to invest all this money, I would go the Craftsman route. I got mine at Lowe's. Again, it was like $100 or less per tool. It is a low cost commitment. And they're tools that even if you never make anything else again out of wood, you could use them. They come in handy for little house tools, DIYs too. The only thing I regret really is a shop vac, and that might be because I'm still a newbie and don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so Christmas time is coming. You got a young DIYer, high schooler, something that wants to start getting into stuff in the garage. This would be a great starter package. Okay, happy holidays. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.